Hello, and welcome to this special edition of Heads Up. Joining me today are two key members of our transition team, Mrs Erika Sage, Head of Year 7, and Mrs Andrea Paskins, our Senior Pastoral Lead for Years 7 and 8. The reason they're here is because this week we're focusing on the newest members of the Wycombe High family, the 192 students who will be joining us as Year 7s this September. Now, over the past few weeks, Mrs Sage and Mrs Paskins and many of our colleagues have been visiting more than 60 local primary schools, meeting students as they prepare to make that exciting transition from primary to secondary school and begin their journey at Wycombe High. They've also been helping to create a whole range of activities, events and resources to ensure every student feels welcomed, supported and excited about starting life at Wycombe High. So let's find out a little more. Mrs Sage, if I could start with you. Now, you've been visiting lots of our new Year 7 cohort in their primary schools. What sort of things do you talk to them about when you visit?
I think one of the key things when we're visiting them is it's a very early part of welcoming them into our Wycombe High School community. It's an opportunity for us to find out a bit more about them, and also for students to ask any questions which they have about Wycombe High School. We've been talking about what they enjoy at their primary school, their favourite subjects, any hobbies and interests, but also the new subjects and clubs which they're looking forward to trying at Wycombe High School. The overwhelming thing which comes out is how much they're looking forward to our broad curriculum and the incredible over 100 clubs which we have on offer to our students.
They've always heard about that, haven't they?
And they always remember that it's over 100. So.
Fantastic, and a fair idea of what they want to try, I'm sure, as well, when they get here. And we know that moving to secondary school can be a really big step emotionally for young people, as well as academically. What kind of support is in place from day one?
So as soon as our students are offered a place here, we have an open morning again and invite them back just to see our site, remind them of what we've got here. They can get used to seeing people, seeing our students. As Mrs Sage said, we go out and we do the primary school visits, and from those further afield, we've been having students in to visit us. And then we've got our transition process. So we've got our induction evening, our induction day. We've got some sessions over the school holidays. And then in September, we have 3 days of transition, finalising in a team building day, where the students get to meet each other and work with each other within that day. So they actually know their students before they're actually going to lessons. And then we've got some really key staff. We've got Mrs Sage who's around, we've got our student support, we've got our wellbeing team in the hub. They've got their form tutors, we've got older students, they've got buddies. So, and we're checking in on them all the time, particularly in those first 2 weeks when they're new to the school, and we have the amphitheatre, which is a social hub for all the students to meet at break and lunchtime, which is really key.
It's lovely actually seeing them all there in those early weeks of term, sometimes looking a little bit lost, but sort of always with someone else who's there to have a chat with.
Absolutely.
And I think some of those sort of anxieties about starting secondary school are very much in this period leading up to September, aren't they, when still finishing Year 6, still lots going on. And I know that you and the team have been making lots of videos and sort of utilising Wycombe High TV to sort of send out some messages. Tell us a bit more about that.
I think in many ways the best people to tell our incoming Year 7 students about what it's like being a Year 7 at Wycombe High School is our current Year 7.
Absolutely.
They were in exactly the same situation a year ago, basically, and they've been through almost the whole of their first year at school. I have to say Year 7 absolutely adore welcoming the new students in, and we've had such fun making the videos. They also designed and wrote a postcard which went out to all of our new Year 7 students, and have really enjoyed sharing their top tips about starting secondary school and just what their house means to them and various other things.
Well, I was going to ask you actually about the house videos, because that was featured. Well, and I did watch that one actually. The students looked like they had a lot of fun making it. Tell us about that one.
It was a great video. Perhaps retrospectively filming it at lunchtime on a main corridor in school wasn't my best idea. But the students, they wrote their own scripts, and it was their own words about what their house means to them. And I think when we think about our individual house identities and how that creates a sense of belonging within Wycombe High School, that hearing from our students about our houses and the extent to which the house activities are student-led and collaborative. I know all our houses at the moment are working hard preparing for their stalls for this weekend's community carnival, which will be a fantastic community event. And each house will be running a stall. And this has all been led by our student leaders and by all members of the house from year 7 through to our sixth formers.
Such a strong house spirit. And I don't know, I think it was the very best time to capture it in the busy corridor, to capture a little bit of sense of that house spirit in school life. And there's an induction evening coming up because, of course, parents are joining our community too, and the induction evening is for parents. Tell us a bit more, Mrs Paskins, about what we can expect from that event.
So our induction evening's on Monday the 29th of June. Parents come with their daughters. So it's the first time the students are coming into school with their parents, feeling a real sense of belonging, that they're coming into this school and this is their school. It's really, really exciting. We've told the students when they come, they're going to find out their classes and their houses for the first time.
That is exciting.
So that is really exciting. And the students will go up to the maths classrooms. They're going to have the house captain, so our sixth form leadership group, who will be doing activities with them. They're going to show them some videos. They're going to talk about the school. They're going to play some friendship games as well, because we already want the students to start identifying with other girls in their class and building those lasting relationships that they're going to have through the school. And meanwhile, we'll be downstairs. The parents will have a session with yourself.
They will.
They're going to have a session with us. We're going to talk about things where parents can help support their daughters moving through the school. And some of those key points that parents like to know when they're coming into a secondary school for the first time. And then we reunite everyone at the end. So you get to take your daughters back home with you.
Should be a really great evening. And our parents should leave sort of feeling really informed about what's in store if this is their first child making that transition. And of course, for families who have not yet reached that sort of year 6, 7 transition but are thinking ahead to secondary school, what opportunities are there for, maybe young people in year 5 or younger to learn about coming to Wycombe High?
So we've got an open afternoon on Friday the 26th at 2:15. Parents can sign up online. They can come in, they can see a working school. So school life continues, but we'll take you on tours around the school. You'll get to see the whole school site. You can walk into classrooms. You can see our teachers teaching. You can see how our students are in the classroom. Hopefully the sun's out and it's showing the school in its best light. And just get a sense of feeling. And then we'll have a little question and answer session online the following week, so parents can then come online and do that with us as well. So
excellent. That's our Reasons Why Wycombe High webinar.
Why,
and I think we've got some students involved in that too, haven't we? So get that, as you were saying, Mrs Sage, earlier, that sort of real taster of what life is like to be a student here.
Absolutely. And don't forget, we've got our website, we've got our Wycombe High TV, YouTube channels as well, to find out a little bit more and look at what's been going on in our school community.
Excellent. Well, lots in store, lots to look forward to. Very much looking forward to meeting our new cohort when they arrive in September. Thank you very much to you both, and thank you to everyone who's been working so hard behind the scenes to ensure our new students feel welcome and supported before they've even walked through the school gates. If you're one of those students or one of their parents, we can't wait to meet you in person at our induction evening for parents on Monday the 29th of June, or at our Reasons Why Wycombe High webinar, which you can find details of online on our website. That's it for this week's very special edition of Heads Up. Have a lovely weekend, and I hope to see you at our community carnival this Saturday. Goodbye.